The job basically is maintaining all the birds, making sure they're all fed correctly each day, and a lot of it's cleaning, making sure things are hygienic and up to standard for them. And by it being a clean environment, it's also easily accessible for the public to have a look around, and it's it looks homely for the environment the birds are in. I come in every morning and we open up the big colony flight that people can access by walking through. I then go into the kitchen and prep all the food for the birds, and that sort of takes through until 10 o'clock. Then I start the feeding out. Some birds are fed daily, others are fed sort of every second day, depending on their dietary requirements. All the flights have seed chambers or silos for the birds to access seed throughout the day. And then from there, basically, it's the simple things like raking the pine nettle out of the flights, making sure there's no damage overnight. Birds are prone to pick at the wire and create a hole, so it's sort of picking up on those maintenance things as we go along. And then basically just, daily maintenance, cleaning, scrubbing, bringing in fresh greens for the birds on a sort of fortnightly basis, and just sort of keeping everything right so that it's a good environment for the public to come in and view birds in a semi-natural habitat. The flight behind me is what we call the exotics, so the natives of New Zealand. We've got 5 or 6 different species of New Zealand birds, large amount of Australian birds, obviously the cockatoos, and the rainbow lorikeets, which are over here, which we'll see later. And then we've got Indian birds, the Indian ringnecks, and peach-faced lovebirds are from Africa. So we've got quite a vast variety of different species. I think the habitat in each flight enclosure is important from that point of view. The antips that we have here, a lot of the birds forage naturally on the ground. So as far as our native species are concerned, we try and keep as many grasses and flaxes and toys and all that as natural as possible in their environment, and that just makes it healthier and happier for them. There's a lot of criticism over some birds being here in captivity, but I think we're sort of getting to the stage, if we don't have some species of birds in captivity and in a decent breeding program, we are going to lose out in the long run, out in the natural wild. And that's the important thing here. We have a breeding program with the kaka, and then we give those juvenile birds back to dock, and then they release them back into the wild. So I think it's important we play our part and that the kids see that the birds flying around there some of them are quite endangered, and for us to preserve and keep them there for us to view in future, we need to have a better understanding of their requirements. I really enjoy the cockatoo. They're a bird which will, once you get to know them, they'll climb onto you. And the rainbow lorikeets, they fly onto me all the time and all that, and they're a very special bird. So they sort of give you a lot of enjoyment when the birds fly onto you. It means that they're happy with their environment and what's going on around them as well. I really feel some days I don't come to work. It's that type of job. I mean, a lot of breeders breed birds for years and years and years, and I've got to have big flights in their backyard. I have the unique opportunity of coming and being involved with so many different species every day. And then, as I say, the breeding seasons, I mean, it's really exciting. I get to breed 7, 8, 9, 10 different species of bird. So, I mean, that's unique in itself.
Another one. Good boy.